Welcome, everyone, and I trust I find you well. Thanks for joining me again for today's story of Marilyn and some police cars of the era featured on model railway layout at Tarraco. So, having a look at the Riley Pathfinders here, 1956 to 1957. And 1957 was obviously the last year of manufacturing of the Riley Pathfinder, and that would have been the 2.6 overdrive, and yes, that was the end of it. Of these cars are featured in movies and well-known movies, like for instance the movie of Marilyn Monroe, and that was obviously My Week with Marilyn. And yes, in this movie, there's Riley featured a couple of times, and it is definitely the Pathfinder, and then also there's a Wolseley featured in the background as well. So it's great to see these cars pop up in the old classic movies, and it's great to see that people are enthusiasts in real life as well with classic cars. And that brings me to the story of why do I feel so positive about the Riley. So for those who don't know, is that I inherited a Riley from my late grandfather, and that was the Riley 2.6 overdrive. And here is a photo of it, and that was just before I decided to restore it. Now I restore it completely, and I didn't have enough space to store it, and I should have never let it go, but I did sell it, and unfortunately it's gone. But yes, I restored it to the grey colour, so the burgundy colour that you see on the photo was at the end of the day not done. I didn't keep that colour, I replaced it with a different colour. And most of the Rileys in the old days used to come in solid colours, and then later on they were painted in two-tone colours. And there was always a baby Riley, as they referred to, as a smaller sedan, a smaller family car. But the Pathfinders were considered the big family cars for nice holiday trips, etc., etc. But having said that, so did my brother also inherit the Wolseley, which was a 1946 Wolseley. So the whole theme of today is looking at these cars, and that I do have on the layout and my connection with them. So the Wolseley was 1946 and the Riley was 1956 and 1957. It's amazing what happened in 10 years, how the cars were upgraded and different styles, and obviously at the end of the day Austin took over the Rileys and the Wolsleys. They were all Lucas parts, and we still have Lucas parts in our AC Cobra sports car that we built. And obviously we all know the AC is also a British car, so we keep those glass indicator lights, and then they are very scarce. Most people have plastic ones, but the original Lucas parts also featured in Land Rovers. And it's funny enough that all the starters also worked across all the cars. A lot of the Raleigh cars were also used as police cars from the early 1930s up to late 1950s. And the last Pathfinder, I think, that truly was built was maybe perhaps a 1959 model. But yes, anything between 57 and 59 marked the end of the Raleigh Pathfinder series. Also some great models available from Oxford, and also BT models like I do have on the layout. getting back to the Wolseleys, and in yet another movie where a Wolseley 1946 model was used in the movie entitled Atonement.
I wanna be loved by you, yes you, nobody else but you. I wanna be hugged by you, she boop doo doo she boop boop boop.